Match 2 of IPL 2026 brings us to Wankhede Stadium. Mumbai Indians are hunting for a record-tying 6th title, and they're facing a Kolkata Knight Riders squad that is trying to find its footing after a massive roster rebuild. Mumbai arrives with their heavy-hitting core fully intact. Kolkata, on the other hand, is navigating a strange new reality. For the first time in over a decade, they are playing a season without Andre Russell. Watching this unfold is going to feel different this year. The 2026 broadcast has fractured into a massive data-heavy ecosystem. Between the Star Sports Network and Jio Hotstar, there are over 150 presenters, multi-language streams, and new MaxView multi-camera angles throwing raw data at you in real time. We're even seeing Ravichandran Ashwin step into the commentary box for his debut, bringing an immediate high-level analytical lens to the broadcast. You can't just passively watch a match with this much information flying around. To get an edge in your fantasy leagues, you have to filter out the noise and find the data points that actually drive fantasy value. That starts with the environment. Mumbai sits right on the coast, and tonight's forecast calls for 68% humidity. When the sun goes down and the temperature drops, all that moisture has to go somewhere. It rapidly condenses straight onto the Wankhede outfield grass. This dashboard shows the baseline reality of Wankhede Stadium. The average first inning score sits at a highly competitive 171. But look closely at how the wickets are distributed. Fast bowlers take nearly 71% of all wickets here. Spinners claim only 29%. That massive gap creates your primary fantasy dilemma. The outcome of the coin toss, combined with the heavy dew, will completely invert how valuable certain players are to your lineup tonight. Let's look at how the rosters match up against those conditions. Mumbai has built a highly aggressive squad that leans entirely into pace bowling and deep batting. They spent 25.2 crore to bring in Cameron Green, securing a massive, versatile threat for their top order. But that heavy investment at the top comes with a specific trade-off. Mumbai relies on Jasprit Bumrah and Trent Bolt to close out innings with lethal pace, leaving their spin rotation critically thin. Kolkata is built to do the exact opposite. Their entire defensive strategy revolves around world-class mystery spin, anchored by Sunil Narine and Varun Chakravarthi. In the first innings, on a dry pitch, KKR's spinners will restrict scoring and build pressure. But if they have to bowl in the second innings, they face the dew. A wet cricket ball behaves like a bar of soap. Spinners physically cannot grip the seam to generate revolutions, rendering their primary weapon useless. Mumbai built a pace-heavy roster that perfectly aligns with Wankhede's natural bias towards fast bowling. Kolkata's spin-heavy roster is fighting against the math. For KKR, the challenge is compounded by the void left behind by Andre Russell. Without a singular, terrifying presence at the death, Kolkata has shifted their tactical approach. They are trying to replace Russell by committee, stacking their top order with aggressive hitters like Tim Seifert, Finn Allen, and Rovman Powell. This forces Kolkata to score the bulk of their runs early. Their primary window for inflicting damage has moved from the final 4 overs to the power play. For opposition bowlers, the removal of the Russell threat changes the entire psychology of the final overs. Jasprit Bumrah needs 5 wickets to reach 350. Without a dedicated finisher waiting to punish mistakes, he can execute his Yorkers with significantly less pressure. Kolkata traded late-game terror for early-game volume. If you are drafting KKR batters today, you invest heavily in their top order, and you ignore their lower half. This chart breaks down your fantasy return on investment. You have a limited budget, and you have to weigh a player's credit cost against the points they are actually likely to score tonight. Rohit Sharma is priced at a premium 9 credits, but because he opens the batting on a flat track with Wankade's short boundaries, his ceiling is massive. He will face enough deliveries to justify consuming nearly 10% of your total budget. Then there are the traps. Players like Mayank Rawat at 8.5 credits and Tejasvi Dahiya at 7.5 credits. These players see very little usage in high-pressure scenarios. Spending premium capital on players who might only face 6 deliveries or bowl 1 over will destroy your team's math. To afford the premium players, you have to dodge those traps and find high-volume differential scorers in the middle order, someone like Tilak Varma. The high credit cost is only worth paying if the player's historical usage rate perfectly matches the specific conditions of the pitch. Historically, this matchup isn't close. Mumbai holds a massive 24-11 head-to-head advantage over Kolkata. This chart shows a decision tree based entirely on the coin toss. Because of the do factor, your entire lineup should pivot the second the coin lands. Scenario A. Mumbai wins the toss and chooses to bowl first. You immediately draft MI's pace attack, load up on the Mumbai top order for the chase, and actively avoid spending capital on KKR spinners, who will be struggling to grip a wet ball. Scenario B. Kolkata wins the toss and bowls first. You draft KKR's power play hitters to strike early, and you slot Sunil Narayanan as a high ROI vice-captain because he gets to bowl before the dew sets in. The trade-off here is that you must avoid Mumbai's middle-order anchors. If Kolkata's spinners have a dry ball, they will choke the scoring rates in the middle overs. Ignore past legacy and emotional fandom today. Let the toss dictate your capital. Respect the Wankhede do, and systematically build your lineup around the fast bowlers.